Good afternoon to everyone, or good morning, or good evening, depending which country are you connected from. I am Jimena Peroni from CashCap, supporting the Global Food Security Cluster until the end of November. It is a pleasure to have you all in this internal webinar prepared for Food Security Cluster Coordinators. I want to thank to the great panel of speakers participating here today and looking forward to having everyone involved in a debate and discussion at the end of the presentation. The Global Food Security Cluster aim to contribute actively to ensure equally and consistently consideration of cash along other forms of humanitarian assistance in the food security sector. Supporting food security cluster coordinators is crucial to enable you all to better coordinate food security sector with relevant stakeholders in country. You are key drivers to foster the uptake of cash transfer in emergency responses when delivering your core functions. The cash community of practice is really dynamic and innovative, and discussions around the use of cash and market-based intervention accelerates forward. The moment you think you were keeping the pace of cash concepts, you come across with words like multipurpose, cash plus, multimodal programming, shock responsive, social protection systems, which is good because we are all exploring constantly new ways of delivering humanitarian assistance in order to gain efficiency and effectiveness. This rapid evolution makes cluster coordinators face new challenges at a strategic, technical, and operational coordination. This webinar is part of a technical and operational scope of work. The aim of this internal webinar is to improve cluster coordinators' ability to engage and actually contribute to this discussion at global and at country level. To discuss on strategic coordination challenges, I would recommend to follow up closely the process CALP and GPPI are leading to produce a white paper on cash coordination under the ERC project that today will be introduced by Francesca Battistini from Save the Children. Acknowledging the intrinsically multipurpose nature of cash, there is a need to strengthen cluster coordinators' ability to engage actively and contribute to jointly identifying critical issues that require multisectorial responses like multipurpose cash grants and exploit whenever possible the linkage with social protection system. We are proposing a webinar series. This first webinar facilitated by me, but I encourage the Global Food Security Support team to continue facilitating this kind of webinars every 2 or 3 months. Also, I encourage you all to participate or listen to the several webinars available in the cash community. This series called New Developments and Challenge from a Multisectorial Multipurpose Perspective, which aims to facilitate a technical discussion based on how the multipurpose multisector perspective shapes the way cluster coordinators operate while delivering your core functions, situational response analysis, monitoring, information management, ensuring program quality, and preparing for emergency, among others. Today, we will address a key step of situational response analysis, that is the quantification of needs and setting the cash transfer value through various presentations during the next 1.5 hours. I want to introduce the speakers that are here with us today and the agenda. So firstly, we have Callum McLean, Global Food Security Thematic Coordinator from ECHO, presenting new developments and challenges for the food security sector for a multisectorial multipurpose perspective. Francesca Battistini, Humanitarian Cash and Market Advisor from Save the Children, who will present the ERC project, increasing the uptake of multipurpose cash grant in emergency response for a more efficient and effective humanitarian action. Afterwards, I will give a brief introduction to the minimum expenditure basket and setting the transfer value in the MPG, followed by the presentation of Gabriel Herba, Monitoring Specialty Coordinator from UNICEF DRC Office, who will share with us the minimum expenditure basket, a multisectorial tool for dimensioning the cash assistance for multiple uses. After that, our WFP colleague Anne Balan from the Cash and Voucher Unit will expose how WFP leads the process of setting the transfer value for covering the food gap. And Julia Franco from FAO Cash Unit will present setting the value for the livelihood component of a multipurpose cash grant. The final session, we will address your questions, comments, and suggestions, but please make sure to use the chat box whenever you like. Marina and me will be organizing it and facilitate the discussion afterwards. If you want a specific speaker to address the question, let us know in the chat. This webinar is being recorded and will be shared with the wider community afterwards. You will receive a satisfaction survey after this webinar to have your feedback and help us to improve. I hope you will enjoy it, and I give the floor to Callum. Welcome, Callum.